Hello everyone, my name is Jeff. I'm a part-time reseller. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Appreciate all the support. I am retired and I sell things to keep busy. I retired from my job, my 9-to-5 job, 2 years ago. And so I resell things online on my eBay, Poshmark, and Depop stores. And been pretty busy the last few days. I just got done at the post office dropping off my weekend packages, and now I have one more to go to drop off at the UPS store behind me here, and I'll show you that one. And also, I want to show some of how I pack up some of my orders. I had a couple unique box sizes and things of different items that I had to pack up, so I wanted to show you all how I pack those up and what I do for that. I've been getting a few questions here and there on that, and like to add in a little bit more about shipping and some of my other tasks I do for reselling. But today actually back up. So earlier this week on Friday, today's Monday, on Friday I went to the flea market with my son, and I haven't been there in many years. And unfortunately found out Friday was not really the best day to go. We got there early and there was hardly any vendors open, but I still managed to find some things and make a couple connections out there, I believe, for some good clothes and stuff like that. So I'll go back again, but I won't go back until like a Saturday or Sunday when there's more vendors open and a lot more to look at. But then on Saturday, I did hit up some garage sales. My wife and I found a community sale, went to that. We loaded up the car with a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't resellable stuff. It was more stuff that we needed for the house or wanted for the house, and some workout and weight equipment that we found a smoking deal on. So I couldn't pass up on those. So we picked up quite a few things. I did manage to get, I don't know, maybe like 10 items or somewhere around there. I found some clothes, couple things to resell, but not a lot on Saturday. So today I'm dropping off, and right down from where I'm at right here is a Goodwill. So I'm going to go from here down to the Goodwill, and I'm going to take a look and see what I can find there. I don't have a lot of time today. I need to get some stuff done, but I'm going to drop in there and just look through the men's clothes and some of the hard goods, electronics, and then see what I can find. But stick with me on this video because I'll show you again some footage from the flea market on Friday, and some of how I packed some of my weekend sales. So a little hodgepodge of everything, but stick around and see what I've got to show you from that stuff. And hopefully I'll come back with some good items from the Goodwill today. Who knows? But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit here. All right, so just got out of the Goodwill and ended up getting 12 items for 75 bucks. And found some decent deals. A few I paid a little more than I would like, but overall not too bad. Didn't find really any hard goods. The things I did find were just for personal stuff for around the house, so for resale, nothing really there. But first up, let's see what I got. This hat. This is a G4 hat. And I don't know, I was a little unsure about it, but it does have a tag on here. It's like it's new. It does have the inside tag. I wasn't sure if it was a fake or not, but it does have this Blackstone embroidery on the side. So I don't know if I'm not sure if that's a resort or something. But it was $3.99 with 30% off on that. G4 used to be a really good brand. I think it's still fairly strong. I don't know. I haven't sold a hat in a long time, so I don't really know. But I picked up quite a few items on the 30% off today. One of them was this Marmot, I think is how you say it. It's just a white t-shirt. It's got the good graphic on the back and the little hit on the front pocket there. And it was $5.99 with 30% off. And, you know, this is a decent brand. I mean, if you find the jackets and the pants and stuff like that, they usually sell pretty good. Now, that one there, I might just keep for myself because I don't know if there's a whole lot of value in it. T-shirts are not, maybe like a $15 t-shirt at best. But next up, I got some of these Fox Racing khaki shorts. They're just nothing real fancy about them, but they were $6.99 on the regular tag. And Fox stuff seems to do really good for me. I don't know about the shorts. When I looked them up, they looked like they had some decent value, so you know, we'll see. Next up, I got these Patagonia women's pants, and I don't know, they're like hiking pants. They're not convertible. They were on clearance for $8.99, 30% off. I did notice there's a small little stain right there, so I'm gonna have to try to get that out, but otherwise I think they're pretty clean, pretty good shape. You know, Patagonia is I have that love-hate stuff with them. I mean, they can be so good for me, and then sometimes you get the wrong piece and it just can sit, you know. So that might be one of the wrong pieces. I really don't know. Next up, I got these straight down men's shorts. Again, nothing, just straight up, just basically just flat front khaki type shorts. I have not sold straight down in the shorts before. I've sold some of their shirts and stuff. I think they're probably okay on the shorts. Not a ton there, but we'll see. That one didn't have a price tag on it, so I'm not sure what she charged me on it. Hopefully, I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at the receipt on that. But I did pay up normal price on this, $7.99 on the Cool shorts, Kuhl. And there's the back hit and then the inside tag. I love selling this brand. These shorts always sell for me. The pants always sell for me. And I don't know, the shorts probably going to get around 25 on those. So 8 into 25 isn't a great profit margin, but you know, there still is a decent meat on the bone for that one. Same thing here. Got another pair of Cool. And these are a little different. These are the patina ones, the vintage patina. But this was also $6.99. What? That one was more, so this one's $6.99. What was this one? I think this one was $7.99. I'm not sure why they priced them different, but you know, again, probably around, I'll shoot for 25-ish on those. And then what is this one? Oh, this is Duluth Trading. I normally probably wouldn't pick this up, but it was on the green tag, and it was $6.99 with 30% off. Just a pair of just regular shorts on these. But they are the, what do they call these? The Flex, I don't know what they call them. I'll have to look up the particular model, but they're just like just a regular performance kind of short. Hopefully I might even, if nothing else, I can keep them for myself. And then I got this North Face. Now this one, I got to quit saying this, but I think I'm going to keep this for myself too. This isn't very good so if you're a reseller, don't do what I'm doing. Try to actually get stuff and sell it. I actually keep a lot of this stuff for myself sometimes, but anyway, this one was $5.99. It's just a North Face button shirt. It's got the nice front pocket right there, and then the little hit on the sleeve. And I like these shirts just for the summertime, so you know, I could always sell it and probably get around $15, $18. So we'll see. If it fits me good, maybe I'll keep it. If not, I can always sell it. Next up, I got this Marine Layer, and there's the tag on that one. Pretty cool with the stripe on it like that. The multicolor stripe, long sleeve. It does have the little patch on the arm there. And this one I paid $6.99 for. And Marine Layer seems to be a pretty good brand for me. I've sold quite a few of their things. All right, what is this? I forget. Oh, okay, this is a Patagonia hoodie, and it is a men's small. Unfortunately, small is not the best, but it does have the logo there, and then the big logo on the back. and looks to be in good condition. So it's not the best size, but um, again, Patagonia, probably around 20 to 25 bucks for that, something like that. How much did I pay for that one? It was a regular price of $6.99. So, you know, for $7, if I can get 25, then that'd be good. That's it for that. So I think that's everything I got today, besides, like I said, a couple other household things for myself, for the wife. Thanks for sticking with me, but you'll see here upcoming the rest of the stuff I was going to show you regarding the shipping, the flea market footage. So stick with me a little longer and you can see all that stuff. So stay tuned for more. Okay, so back from the Goodwill, I want to show a little bit about what I did for my previous week. I ran a report just showing the previous week from Monday to Monday, which I believe was the 5th through the 12th. And I did it was about $1,000 in gross sales, and I did right about $570 or something like that in net sales, which is definitely not a great week for me by any means. But I would just wanted to show you some of those items that I did sell. We'll kind of talk about some of those sales quickly, and then I'll show you later in the video how I packed up some of those items, because there was some bigger sized unusual items, and I'm very particular about trying to get things, make sure I get them to the customer safely, and so I take a little extra time usually when I'm packing some of these bigger items. But I also show like how I just pack clothes and some of the supplies I use for that too. So it'll give some good overview of my processes. I do get some questions about this, so hopefully that'll answer some of those questions. So let's jump in and I'll show you the sales for the past week. Okay, so first up, I sold this Beretta jacket. This was a wool jacket, full zip. I was kind of surprised it sold this time of the year, but $59 was a good sale for that, plus $10.50 on the shipping. Next, I sold some BKE jeans, $25. I don't think that was a Ben's find. Here is a St. Louis Blues t-shirt, not much there. That had been sitting for quite a while, so only got $9. Now these BKE buckle jeans, men's, I did sell these. I actually got these at the Ben's and did manage to sell those for $15, which isn't a great sale, but again, coming from the Ben's, not too bad. And you have $8.95 also on the shipping. You can see I charged on that. Next, I did sell the Samsung power supply. This did come from the Ben's. $18 plus free shipping on this one. And I normally charge shipping, but sometimes I'll just price the item up a little higher or just do free shipping if that's, especially if there's a lot of them listed. I'll do it that way. Next, I have this BedSure remote controller for like a heated blanket or whatever. Sold that for $26 plus $7.15 shipping. That was a really good sale on that. That did come from the Ben's, as I mentioned. Here's a pair of Prana pants. Those were from the retail store, but still a pretty good sale. I usually get these pants for around $7 average cost. This particular Sony radio, this boombox, we got this at the Ben's on our last video about 2 weeks ago, and did sell it for $44 plus $14.50 in shipping. That's one of the items that I do show on the upcoming little clip of how I pack things up. So stay tuned for that one. Some clothes here. Here's a fishing reel that I sold for $16 plus $6.35 shipping. This one was I actually bought it with the rod, the fishing rod, and I broke the two apart and sold them individually and made a pretty good profit because I paid about $6 for the combo, and then you'll see the rod was in here somewhere here on the weekly sales that I'll show you. So 16 on that was pretty good. Here's just a little flask that I got at the Ben's. Didn't get much out of it, but happy to see it move. Here is a shirt that I got at the Ben's, the last haul. Just a polo shirt, Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. $14 is. I took an offer on that. I probably could have held out and got more for it, but Sometimes you just go ahead and take that quick sale. So 14 plus 635 on the shipping. Some public rec pants. That was from the retail store. This Titleist head cover, golf head cover, club head cover, I did get at the Bands. That was $14 plus $5.25 shipping. That one was also from the recent haul, so that sold quickly. This is something I don't recommend getting. This isn't actually like an audio CD collection for Garth Brooks. I got this at a garage sale for a couple bucks, so I'm glad to see it move. This was from last summer, actually. I got that at a garage sale, so $10 plus $5.50 shipping. I did ship that via media mail because of the CDs that had the content on it. You can use media mail for books and audio CDs and stuff like that. Just be careful when you use media mail. Make sure you have the right criteria for that. Next, this came from the Benz. This was a Nike eyeglass case. Again, from the last Benz haul. Quick sale, $12 plus $5.25 shipping. This was from a thrift store locally. Good sale. It did sit for several months, but a very unique piece. Next is these Page jeans. These were actually my jeans, my personal jeans. Just didn't wear them anymore, so I turned around and sold them for 29 bucks plus shipping. Um, Happy with that. Here's an item that had been sitting for a while. This is a Beyond Yoga top. I'm just happy to see it gone at 10.89 plus shipping. Here's a brand I don't normally get, but I did pick this up at the retail store for Sierra Trading Post. I got it at. It was brand new and with tags and everything. It sat for quite a while. Happy to see it go for 12 bucks plus shipping. All right, now here's a keyboard. I think this might be in the videos that I made showing how I ship these. If not, I do use a couple different boxes to ship these. It may not be on this particular clip that I took, but I use some special boxes for these keyboards and I put them together to make that length and width. But I did get this from the Benz. This was not the last haul, but the haul before that. And so $47 plus $12.50 shipping on that one was a good sale. Here's just some replacement, some filter vacuum bags or something. 14 and free shipping. Probably paid a couple bucks for those. And here's just a mini fork set that I got from a friend. Sold them for $10.80 plus shipping. Some more clothes. Got this at a recent retail haul. Goodwill, $18.90 plus $7.15 shipping. And another one that came from that same haul, I believe, Fall Raven shirt, 18. This Pancho Surf Shop did come out of the Goodwill Benz, $15 and $7.15 shipping. This Psycho Bunny shirt I just got last week, selling last week at the Goodwill retail store, and quick sale on that one for 29. And then here's the fishing rod that I got, and this one I do believe is in the upcoming clip to show how I pack fishing rods. That's can be kind of tricky, and I've sold a lot of these, and I'll show you how I do that here in a minute. But I did get 26 out of this plus 14.50 shipping. This is a jersey I picked up last week, I believe, and was hoping to get a little more for it, but ended up taking an offer of $25 and $7.15 shipping. Not too bad. This one is in the clips upcoming on shipping. This is a Panasonic VCR, and these VCRs normally sell really good for me. This one was broken or something was wrong with it, so I sold it for parts. So I only got $18 on an offer plus $16.50 shipping. And anyway, it's in the video for upcoming for packing. These items are a little more tricky. You want to be careful on how you ship these, and you have to have, the right size boxes and such to get those out. This was a kind of interesting. I got this out of the Goodwill Benz, this Mercedes-Benz tool. It was inside of a owner's manual case that we found. I sold the case and then sold the tool. So between the two came out really well on that. So 16 plus free shipping on that. Just that little, it's like a little Allen head wrench tool. This was picked up last week. These little multimeters, or they shouldn't say little, they were pretty good sized multimeters. I did pay $9 for these, so not a very good profit on this one, but I had to account for shipping, and it also was listed as untested because I couldn't really, it didn't have a power cord, didn't have the test probes. I was able to get it, use another cord I had to get it to at least turn on, but I just sold it as is, untested, and got $21 on an offer for it. I do have another unit, so I'll be listing a second one, and hopefully I'll get a little more for it. But anyway, I did make some profit. And then this is an item I got out of the Goodwill Ben's haul last week, or the last haul anyway. And this was a real easy, quick seller for this Bauer hockey neck protective like pad, 14 bucks and free shipping on that. And then the last of through the 12th here is just a tie that had been sitting forever. I don't recommend selling this brand. I just happened to find it maybe at a garage sale, and it's been sitting forever. So glad to see that go. $7 plus $6 shipping. I do normally ship these for cheaper than $6, so I probably made a couple bucks on that. But I have a separate video if you look through my library of how I ship neckties, and it seems to be really a good process for me, and I've never had any issues with it. Always gotten good feedback on it. So that was the last piece that I sold for through the 12th. Okay, so here I usually print out the shipping label, and I always write a thank you note on there. Just a little something I like to do just to show my appreciation to the buyer. And then I'll go ahead and start configuring, pulling the order, go back to my inventory. You can see I have it skewed out, and this was a particular jersey that I just mentioned earlier in the video that I sold. Stick that thank you note in there with the shipping label and go ahead and weigh it now. And you can see I use a 13 by 10 poly bag for this, for all the clothes, most of the clothes I use. Now I'm going ahead and get the weight measurement and go ahead and print the label for that one, and that's as easy as that for the clothes. Pull up my next order. This is a fishing rod that I just covered too in the sales. You can see I'll go ahead and lay that out, and I'll wrap it up tight with bubble wrap. Make sure it's good and tight, and I'll kind of fold over the ends to make sure that there's a little bit of extra padding on the ends. And then I'll use this 3x3 square box. I get these on Amazon, and go ahead and tape that up good and tight. And I'll usually put some packing paper on the bottoms and kind of in the middle too, to help hold that fishing rod tight in the box so it doesn't bounce around or bang around. So you'll see I'll be finishing wrapping each end of the box really good, and then I'll go ahead and weigh it up. And a few last taping up, just because I don't like these ends to come apart, and sometimes that tape will let loose on those. I'll put the fragile stickers on as well, weigh it. And I usually use, what works good on these longer boxes is UPS rather than USPS. I find much better rate on that. Next up, I've got a VCR here, and this is the Panasonic Blue Line. I'll use bubble wrap again, and this one here, it was for parts only, so you know, I'm not probably as careful as I would on a working unit, but still don't want it to get damaged to the, you know, on its way to the buyer. So I'll go ahead and wrap it in a layer of bubble wrap. I'll get the box ready, and you can see that's an 18 by 12 by 6 box that I use for these. And I use these styrofoam pre-cutouts that I actually got from Temu. I found them there, and I use those on the top and bottom of the box. or I mean of the VCR, to keep it inside the box nice and tight. And go ahead and get a piece on the bottom, one on the top, and seal this thing up tight. Make sure nothing bounces around. You don't want any of your items to bounce. So you can see I kind of shake the box to make sure it's good and tight. Go ahead and weigh it, measure it out, make sure I've got everything right. Go ahead and get the label here, and I'll put the fragile stickers on this one as well. Next, I have the multimeter that I mentioned earlier. This one I'll do the same process, bubble wrap, try to get it good and tight. And I'll find a box for this. I usually buy these boxes like this on Amazon, and that one's just a little smaller version of what I had before. I also found this foam, and I cut that foam and put it on each side to keep that from bouncing around in there. That foam I just got out of like a construction dumpster basically. And then I use this other foam on the top, like an insulation foam packing material. Get it nice and tight, measure it, weigh it. Go ahead and get a shipping label done for it. Same process as before. Get the label out. You can see I use that thermal printer, which really saves you a lot of time. If you don't have one, you really need to get one. Anyway, next item is that Bauer neck brace or neck padding for hockey. You can see I use a small poly bag for this one. I think that's a 9x7 bag. Really simple. Takes me just a matter of seconds to get that order out. Next up, I'm pulling up some Poshmark orders. These are some clothes I got. Those are a pair of jeans there. I use the Poshmark free supplies, which are the USPS poly bags. Really good poly bags, and you can get those free on their site. You just go in and order them, they'll mail them right to you. So another pair of jeans, same thing. I highly recommend getting these shipping supplies for free. They work great. Hey everybody, so today we came out, my son and I came out to the flea market out here in this area. It's the Mile High Flea Market, and I haven't been here in several years, and I've had a few people comment on some of my other videos to go check it out, and I just haven't got over here until today. So when we first got here, you can see the parking lot has a few cars now, but we were like one of the first ones here, and I was looking around going, I don't know if this is going to be too good today. Matter of fact, hardly anybody was open, and so we just kind of killed some time, walked around, and things started, booths started opening up, people started putting stuff on the tables, and so, we started finding some things. Really all we got so far is clothes, I think, in one video game that my son picked up, and some of the clothes are actually for ourselves too, but we found some pretty good things. I think we're going to go back in and make one more round and look around. Maybe made some new connections out here, which would be great. But let me show you what we did pick up, and we'll go over all that first, and then we'll try to get some more footage inside and kind of look around. And it is getting at least a little more busy now, so that's a good thing. But let's check out what I did pick up so far. All right, so there's the bag of stuff that we've been lugging around. I did bring a cart, but we ended up just throwing stuff in there, and I had a backpack too. But let's break it down and show you what we got. All right, so first up, found this. Let me see, take my glasses off so I can see. Found this Stio, and it's like a fleece women's, just a pullover. But Stio's a pretty good brand. I've had pretty good luck with it. There's a little logo on it. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but that's that one. Then got this North Face men's vest. Lighting's not the best, hopefully you can see it, but this is the Apex vest, so it's kind of got that fleece and then the soft shell inside, and picked up that one. And then my son just got a shirt for himself, just his North Face with the big logo on the back. And I got those 3 pieces for 30 bucks, so that's not bad. That vest alone should get 30 by itself. Then I picked up this another North Face. This is the Denali jacket, and this is looks like a extra small women's, so not the best size, but I think it was $5 on that one. Picked up my son a jersey. This is a vintage this is an Al Wilson jersey, and he's always wanted one of these, so we found that for him. Pretty cool. Then we got a bunch of stuff here. Just notice this has a little bit of stuff on it, but this is another Denali. In the different light, you can see there's some gonna need to be cleaned up on this one. This is another Denali jacket. It's got the gray and the black though. This light is probably not good at all for the video, but this one's a men's large. I was thinking about keeping it for myself. Well, actually, this is the best. I found another jacket I might keep for myself. Here is a Polo Ralph Lauren RLX vest. It's got the nice hit on the back. Looks like it'll be in good shape. Here is a Peter Millar vest, full zip, fleece. Here's a Cool, K-U-H-L. It's a full zip with the 2 chest pockets. This one I might keep for myself. I don't know, we'll see. Got some of these Mountain Hardwear shorts. Picked up this Eddie Bauer. I'm probably going to just give this to my wife. It's just a nice full zip jacket. If she don't want it, I'll try to sell it, but probably won't get a lot for that. These were like $5 a piece. And this one I think is one I might, I don't know, debate if I'll keep this for myself. No, but this is a Spider. I don't know if you can see that or not, but not the best lighting right here. Just a fleece, full zip. And got a pair of Miss Me shorts, women's. Maybe get like 25 for those or something like that. My son grabbed this video game. It was only $3. Looked to be in good shape. It's Minecraft. I think he thought it sold for about 15. And then got a couple pairs of Eddie Bauer Ascent pants. And this is really some of the only Eddie Bauer stuff other than that jacket I got for my wife. But there's the First Ascent, and these are men's. Good size on these. These are like 32s or something. Yeah, 32, 34. Got a gray and a black pair. You probably can't even tell in the light, I don't know, but these First Ascent can be pretty good, like around like $30 a piece, something like that. So I got those, and I think that's it. So we may take another walk around and just see if there's anything else. But like I said, talking to the guy here, the last guy that we bought a bunch of clothes from, he said, you know, Sunday is just packed in here, and all the booths are open. So probably be the best day to come back on maybe like a Saturday or Sunday. I thought maybe Friday we could get in and not too many people. And yes, there was no people, but there wasn't that many booths open either. So we'll make another round maybe and look around, but we got to get going and grab some lunch. So I don't know if we'll make a round or not. If so, you'll see some more video footage. If not, then thanks for watching today, and we'll catch you on the next video. Appreciate it. Bye.